97% of game developers agree that generative AI is reshaping the industry. And in its latest survey of games industry, Google Cloud found that professionals see AI-driven game engines as one of the most promising new trends alongside AI for balancing gameplay and AI-powered testing. The long-anticipated influence of AI on the games industry is now unfolding in real time, and the new generation of AI-driven game engines are transforming the field. In this video, we'll take a look at 3 levels of the most promising engines that are just reimagining how games are built. And we'll start from the impactful all the way to the insane level. Level 1. First, let's clear some confusion up. When we use the term engine, a lot of people think of Unity or Unreal, and that's totally fair. Those are full engines and we are going to talk about them. But when game professionals say AI-driven game engines in this survey, they are talking about both full engines and the specialized subsystems inside them, like physics engine, an animation system, or a character engine. So level 1 starts with Unreal Engine 5.6. Unreal Engine is a popular game development platform that is available to the public, and the new upgrade is better than anything we've ever seen before. Unreal 5.6 contains 5 incredible improvements that felt unthinkable only a couple of years back. The new MetaHuman system nails 2 things: ultra-realistic digital humans and an insane level of speed, a real dream of game developers coming true. This system is now fully integrated inside Unreal Engine. This system means not only the AAA studios get to build realistic facial expressions and mouth movements, but anyone can do it with minimal equipment. You see, before this, to make realistic animations, you had to own cameras with depth information and a bunch of proprietary apps to translate that information into movements. Now, stop whatever you are doing and check out this magic. Translating motion from a regular camera like the one on your phone into this incredibly rich expression in real time.
And as you can see, our movements are mirrored within milliseconds. Even the smallest expressions are beautifully articulated.
It's not just the face, the whole body is translated into the virtual world. Democratizing this sort of key technologies is exactly how you transform an industry. On top of that, you don't even have to create your own virtual character. The MetaHuman system now provides customizable characters. You can have the system copy your face and then customize the body properties, and it even matches any clothing you put on. A lot of this used to be manual work, which was an unnegotiable barrier for smaller developers and a huge cost for bigger ones. The customization is also so much deeper than you might imagine, and it really gives people the opportunity to make infinite characters without much manual work in the traditional sense. Next, they also improved Lumen, their global illumination system. It now creates more realistic lighting and material at a lower compute cost. The one thread through all of these upgrades is how they have managed to do more with less compute. Efficiency was a main focus, although we have to wait and see how actual developers feel about it. You can also load the geometry of huge virtual worlds more quickly. Editing motions is more intuitive and easier to use. Sculpting facial expressions and character emotions right inside the editor, using built-in tools and in real time. You can also now make your characters move more realistically by applying procedural physics. The legs have subtle ripple effects on the body, the gear, and the tail, a new level of realism that is not easy to pull off manually. And finally, substrate materials let you mix complex material models more realistically than ever before. By the way, if you didn't know, Unreal Engine is totally free to download and use. Epic only takes 5% cut after your project makes over $1 million per title. And for film, TV, architecture, or any other non-game projects, it's royalty free. Level 2. About 7 months ago, we talked about Nvidia releasing new game engines that promise to revolutionize development. Now we've got the proof. It's already happening. These level 2 technologies, if you will, are new, and they haven't trickled down into mainstream engines like Unreal just yet. But they are so valuable that companies are using them as standalone tools. These AI tools are changing the process of game development so much that not only 56% of existing roles have evolved to include AI-related tasks. Teams are adding new roles such as AI engineers and AI content designers, No one can afford to just wait around for the main engines to catch up. AI especially shines in its ability to automate cumbersome and repetitive tasks. That's the main line here. Just a few years ago, building a game took months of coding and huge teams. Today, AI-driven engines can create entire worlds and characters in real time. And the speed of change is only accelerating. This isn't just about gaming anymore. AI is reshaping every industry, and those without AI skills are already being left behind. In fact, professionals with AI skills are 130% more in demand. But the question is, are you one of them? Worry not, I have good news for you. This weekend you can join the 2-day AI Mastermind workshop by Autoskill, the world's first AI-focused education platform. By just attending 16 hours with the expert mentors, learners from Autoskill have built and shipped over 100 AI products, all with zero code and working revenue models of $3,000 to $4,000. Now, this training normally costs $895, but I've partnered with Autoskill to give away 1,000 free seats exclusively to my viewers, just for the next 72 hours. That's nearly $900,000 worth of training completely free. By the way, it's rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot, and it is highly credible. Now, what makes this different? Just 16 hours, perfect even for busy professionals, lifetime access to Autoskill's exclusive AI community of over 5,000 professionals, and a seamless learning dashboard for an easy, smooth experience. Over 10 million people have attended this training in the past year across different industries, and now it's your turn. During the 2-day training, you'll learn 10 plus powerful AI tools, prompt engineering, automating your workflows, and building AI products without code. Join now and you'll get exclusive bonuses worth $5,100. A prompt Bible with over 3,000 high-impact prompts on day 1. A roadmap to monetize AI on day 2. A personalized AI toolkit builder only if you attend both days. It's happening on 6th and 7th September, Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on both days. Limited seats are available and they are filling fast. Grab yours now via the link in the description. Also, join the WhatsApp community to stay updated before the big blast. Thanks Autoskill for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. Although part of this AI augmentation is LLMs used as the brain of NPCs, coding agents for automating scripting and test environments, and generative image models for going over ideas, their use cases are mostly obvious. So I want to move past them and walk through the more interesting and lesser known ones. This AI engine from Nvidia doesn't just create individual assets, it can make entire scenes. The process starts by prompting AI for a specific scene. Then it suggests the individual objects, and if the designer is satisfied, it builds the 3D geometry. Creating unique assets for a game project is one of the most forbidding challenges for smaller studios. And this is already a great leap. But Nvidia doesn't stop there. It goes on to build environment maps. These orbs represent the environment. They fill the background and set the lighting of the scene. The nice part is that you are not stuck with the output. You can always customize it to your liking until it matches the feel you are looking for. Like you can decide on an overarching theme. How about a gold rush theme? And just like that, you get a beautiful scene with individual assets ready to go. Nvidia calls this Edified 3D, or high quality synthesis, and it can generate 3D meshes in batches based on an overarching theme and style. Combine this with Meshcoder out of Beijing Institute of Technology that takes a point cloud and outputs an editable 3D mesh, and you have the power to make a detailed scene of your liking without really knowing about 3D design. Meshcoder outputs the 3D model in the form of editable code that you can import in any 3D software like Blender. For example, we have this sofa, and here are the code snippets for each individual part, which you can edit further in any 3D modeling software, so you can easily change the size, shape, and dimensions of any part of this sofa. You can change the top of this chair to be rounded and match the style you're looking for, or increase the resolution of this object to look more smooth. These tools help with the scene and the stationary content, which is a big unlock for smaller studios to create more ambitious games, and bigger studios to lower costs on prototyping and also localizing their backlog of assets for future games. But what I'm more excited about is the next few tools that are not just democratizing and cost saving, they unlock new experiences that weren't possible before. In a collaboration between Roblox and University of Utah, researchers developed a new method for simulating an unbelievable amount of object interactions in real time. This unlocks the sort of games that we could only dream of for a long time. This is a free and open simulation method that solves an almost impossible problem. There are millions of interactions happening in this scene at the same time, and even pre-rendering it would be a challenge, but the new method handles everything in real time, 100 frames per second on a consumer GPU. This method is not only incredibly efficient, it is also more accurate. Before this, we couldn't even handle a pendulum swing with realistic properties. Game developers often limit their ambitions and also use various tricks to fill in the gaps working with the current physics simulation engines. But more and more techniques are showing up that not only improve the quality but also the efficiency of simulations. This new technique is called Augmented Vertex Block Descent, or AVBD for short, and it unlocks so many cool interactions. It beautifully simulates friction, impact, gravity, and all other physical properties. It is really fun to watch, but the problem is it won't confuse anyone with reality. And that's the limitation of level 2. Individual cutting-edge engines helping with everything from writing code and coming up with ideas to creating 3D models and physics simulations. As realistic as it looks, there is something off, something we can't quite put our hands on. And that's when level 3 comes into play. The sort of technology that doesn't just create games, it unlocks a new branch of technology. This is much more than a game now. Level 3. Neural simulations. I'm sure you've heard of Genie 3 from Google, and that's probably the most famous neural simulation machine. But I'm not sure everyone realizes what it actually means for gaming and future of technology in general. So here are a couple of facts that you might have missed about Genie 3. First, Genie 3 is not the only one. There are a bunch of other competitors that are even better in some aspects, like they contain more actions than just looking around. Second, this technology works, but everyone, including the creators, are kind of baffled that it does. Genie is so much better than we expected, and it kind of came out of nowhere. The researchers started from 2D platformer games, then 3D but very low resolution, and when Google saw the progress, they thought, why not pour more resources and also move people from the VO team to Genie and see how it evolves. And that gave rise to a couple of emergent properties that just make you think. Genie 3 can remember everything without a memory. So when in this demo, they show Genie painting something, then looking away, and then looking back to find painting completely intact. That scene is not saved in a memory. It is just part of the next frame prediction that the model is doing the whole time. So this insane level of consistency wasn't engineered into the system. It was learned by the model itself. Then the level of realism and understanding of physics is just beyond anything we've ever made in level 2 stuff we showed before. This one neural machine simulates all of them and is also much better in quality. Even Demis Hassabis said on Lex he was kind of amazed that the model managed to capture physics so accurately. And that begs the question, where is the limit then? Can the model also simulate intelligent agents? It's one thing to prompt VO and get a person acting as prompted. It's a whole another thing. If you enter a simulated world and the AI is also modeling, how would an intelligent agent act in that world? This is not a prompt anymore. This agent will react to you and the environment. I don't want to get too philosophical, but that agent in a simulated world, what is it? Is it intelligent or acting like it? It gets even freakier when you realize you can have two sorts of agents. One as part of the main Genie simulation itself, meaning just like how the AI models rays of light and complicated physics, it models how an intelligent agent like a cat or a human might act as part of the environment. And then you can have third-party agents that you send into that world to interact with the environment and learn. This is not a thought experiment, this is somehow a reality now. And that's one of the main reasons Genie exists. So Google can train word models that can experience an approximation of reality and learn before entering the real world. Gaming started the AI revolution with the GPUs, and it might actually get to finish it as well. All the incentives are aligned to push this simulation to get as close to reality as possible. And the question is, will it ever become indistinguishable? And what if it does? My name is Purya, and thanks for watching.